Ladies and gentlemen, grab your seeds and grab your gum. Guess what? It's time for the Dirt and Turf podcast. Woo! I am your host, Cobra, and I'm joined by my usual guests, Tylor and Cat. Say hello, everyone.
How's it going today?
How's it going, guys?
All right. It's always a fun bit. Now, I have to give out a little bit of an apology. Last week, I said that the podcast was going to be a little bit of a delay. Well, it's supposed to be for this week, not last week. So, our listeners, sorry about that. We will be having a delay this week on the release of our podcast. So, if you're looking forward to it, well, that's why. We had a little bit of delay.
Yeah.
Key is out of town this time. Not like last time. So, he is celebrating his birthday, so that's why. Oh, all right. So let's get started on Dirt and Turf podcast. We have something very exciting that happened in baseball. The Chicago White Sox, the pariah of the league, finally snapping one of the worst losing streaks in baseball's modern history. A 21-game losing streak. 21 games! Wow!
They gotta make some kind of changes. At this point, I think they're just going for the worst team in baseball, like the worst record in history. I feel like once you start on this kind of a slide, like that's the only direction you can really take.
The owner of the Chicago White Sox needs to realize it's not the Bulls. Stop running it like the Chicago Bulls. Please, this is baseball, not basketball. Seriously.
Yeah.
Tylor, do you have something to add?
I mean, I'm glad that the Chicago White Sox were able to win, but at this point, does it really matter if they win at this point?
No.
No offense to the Chicago White Sox fans, but I'm sorry, but it's true.
Yeah.
To be fair, it seems like the
Orioles lost 100 games. There was no denying that the team just sucked. There's still 2 months of baseball left.
There's only two months of baseball, and let's just get it out of the way. Let's just get the guillotine out. Chicago White Sox, you were eliminated from the playoffs. Let's just call a spade a spade. The only good thing about the Chicago White Sox is their biggest fan's Obama. All right, enough said.
That's not even
so obligatory low tier meme. Thanks, Obama. So I have to do that.
See, they've lost 89 games.
You might as well. You might as well just say stick a frickin' on there overcooked. Like that's just where we're at, Cat. So, let's get away from the White Sox because talking more about them is just going to raise our blood pressure, and we don't want that. In fact, we want you to enjoy things. That's why our next segment, the standings, is brought to you by Duke Cannon Supply Company. Hey, Duke Cannon. So a product that I gladly use, and in fact just recently bought. I checked out one of their latest fragrances, Superior, which by the way is very watery and fresh smelling. It's very nice. I do have to admit that. I also got their News Anchor Thick shampoo and conditioner 2-in-1. In their Sawtooth fragrance. But yeah, like I said, Duke Cannon Supply Company is a great man's hygiene company. Also, they support the troops. There's another reason why I love to use them. Their products last a long time, with their big-ass bricks of soap and their thick body wash. So, yes, it is. So, use our affiliate in the Spotify About or wherever you get your podcasts. Show the channel some love. Show Duke Cannon some love. Tell them Cobra sent you. And try their products. They're absolutely great. Fantastic. Okay. So now we're going to get to the standings.
Oh, please let me start.
Actually,
yes.
Cat, you want to start it?
Cat and Tyler, you guys need to start because you guys are tied. So go ahead.
Tied.
So the Orioles are 68-48 for a win percentage of .586, tied for the second best winning percentage in all of baseball right now with the Yankees. But we have a game tonight against Tampa Bay, and we are currently in the top of the sixth and winning 3-0.
Yeah. And I also proved you guys right. I also proved you guys.
I'm sorry. It's 4-0.
Hold up. So, as I was saying, I also proved to you and Ben that I was right, that Jackson Holliday needed a little bit more time in the oven, and he got sent down to AAA. You guys were raging, mainly Ben, but I was
going to
proven.
say, I tend to understand why these guys go back down. Like, he needed more time.
Yes, but Ben was raging because he expected Jackson Holliday to come out of spring training, come out of AAA, and be a juggernaut. And turns out his first time in the majors, he had a little bit of the butterflies, a little bit of the yips. He had the yips. So
a little bit.
Yeah. So again, he just was not ready.
No.
And of course, as we're getting to say, the Yankees also tied, but unlike the Orioles, they are 7 of the last 10 instead of 5 of the last 10. It seems like their Jazz Chisholm acquisition has been a godsend to the Yankees, which is
they are on a 2-game losing streak. So unless they're taking a page out of the White Sox books, there's a good possibility they're winning tomorrow when they play against Texas.
Yep.
But there's a good chance that the Orioles win today and go up a half a game.
Right. But but the team that's right behind them, they're definitely not a slouch. The Boston Red Sox, 61-52, 540 win percentage, 5.5 games back, 6 out of the last 10. Keep it up, Boston. You might just make the wild card. Then of course we have Tampa Bay. Yep, 58-56, just above 500 with a 509 win percentage. 9 games back of the Orioles and Yankees. 6 of the last 10. Hey, that's respectable compared to the Toronto Blue Jays, who pretty much said, you know what, we're going to have a fire sale on everyone except Bo Bichette and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It's like, hell, you're not the Toronto Maple Leafs. You're not, if you're going to blow it up, blow it up. Get rid. You could have gotten rid of Bichette and Guerrero for a lot of value, and you decided, you know what, we're going to treat the Blue Jays like the Maple Leafs, where they kept Mitch Marner and Austin Matthews, and then the team just was like plumbers and Make-A-Wish kids.
I feel like Toronto just wants to start over. And they just decided to start over now.
That's kind of not what it felt like to me. It just felt like, to me, what they're doing is they don't know what they're doing. That's the best way I can describe it.
Had Toronto known what they were doing since they had Roy Halladay?
Exactly. Now, the American League Central, which this is where it gets kind of interesting because the Guardians, Cleveland, their gap has kind of shrunk.
A lot.
67-48, 583 win percentage, only won 4 of the last 10, and they need to be careful because creeping up right behind them is the Minnesota Twins.
Well, the Guardians are on a 6-game losing streak.
Yes. The Minnesota Twins, 64-50. 561 win percentage, only 2.5 games back, 6 of the last 10. Kansas City Royals, 64-52, 552 win percentage, 3.5 games back, 7 of the last 10. And you have the Detroit Tigers. I'm gonna say this. I think they're kind of cooked here.
I think
55
they're
and
probably
60.
done.
Yeah, 55 and 61, 474 win percentage, 12 and a half games back, 3 out of the last 10. And
12 and a half
as
games back is a significant way back. Like,
Yep.
A lot would have to fall into place for them to come back in 2 months.
Yes. And and of course MLB's Bob Semple tank, the Chicago White Sox, 28 and 89, 239 win percentage, 40 games back. They're one of the last 10.
Oof.
Not gonna lie, I'm gonna say this, Kat. I'm gonna say this. They may be 40 games back, but there's a chance they could come back and actually get a wild card spot.
No. No.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry. I shouldn't make those jokes. I'm sorry. No.
They've lost more games than the best team in baseball has won games.
They'd have to win out in order to do that.
They're fucking
shit.
They're fucking shit. They're fucking shit. They're fucking shit. They're fucking shit.
They're not coming back from this.
Nope. And now let's get out of the Central. Let's head to the West. The Houston Astros are in the lead, 59 and 55, 518 win percentage, 4 of the last 10. Not gonna lie, Trevor Bauer's still in the market. They need some starting pitching help. Trevor Bauer is willing to help you guys, willing to help any team in the starting rotation. He's ready. He's still good. But
yeah,
Manfred. Yep, it's Manfred. But in a statistical tie with the Houston Astros is the Seattle Mariners. 60 and 56, a 517 win percentage, 5 of the last 10. They are
technically West has been a really cool division to watch.
Yes. And in third place, it's, I'm going to say this, it's kind of more balanced than I would expect it to be, considering that the Athletics are in there, and I'll get to them. But the Texas Rangers, they're World Series champions, 54 and 61, a 470 win percentage, 5.5 games back. I don't like their wild card odds. They're worse than they are worse than the Tigers. They're cooked. Then you have and they've only won 3 of the last 10. You have the Anaheim Angels of Los Angeles, California. 51 and 64, 443 win percentage, 8.5 games back. But they've won 6 of the last 10. However, we can kind of chalk up because they lost Mike Trout that they're done.
I would think so.
And of course the Oakland Athletics, 48 and 68, 14 win percentage, 12 games back, 5 of the last 10, and the MLB official that was named Billy Beane was not the same Billy Beane responsible for Moneyball. That's where the confusion lay. Billy Beane. Yep. In fact, if I remember correctly, this Billy Beane was like the first openly gay ball player, I think. He became like a big an office personality. He was very good at his job. He was there for like 20. I can't remember what team he was with. But now he gets to the best team in baseball, the Philadelphia Phillies. With a nice 69 and 46 win-loss record, 600 win percentage. But hey, they need to fix something here. Only 4 of the last 10. Come on, because guess who's coming back?
Winning streak.
because finally, we have an adjustment to the standings in second place. The New York Mets are in second of the AL East. Only 8 games back from the Phillies, 6 of the last 10. The Braves are losing ground. They could potentially miss the playoffs.
Yeah.
Potentially. Then, speaking of the Braves, 60-54, 526 win percentage, 8.5 games back, only 4 of the last 10. Then you have the Washington Nationals, 52-64, 448 win percentage, 17.5 games back, 3 of the last 10. Yeah, they're done. And of course, and they are actually being in last place in their division because the Miami Marlins are here. 43-73, 371, 26.5 games back, 4 of the last 10. So again,
they're probably done.
And now to the NL Central. The Milwaukee Brewers, 65-49, 570 win percentage, 6 of the last 10. Hey, like I said, the Milwaukee Brewers are going to be my favorite for the World Series, to make the World Series.
Honestly, they've just been such a steady team all season.
Yeah,
despite the bench clearing brawls that they've been involved in. They've just been steady all season long.
Watch that becomes a tradition. That'd be great.
For sure.
And then in second place, because this looks like it's going to be back and forth, the St. Louis Cardinals, 59-57, 509 win percentage, 7 games back, 5 of the last 10. And the Pittsburgh Pirates, 57-58, 491 win percentage, 9 games back, 4 of the last 10. Yinzer, do you want to talk about it? I'm getting ready for football. Don't talk to me. Okay, Yinzer is away. So no Yinzer. Yinzer's getting ready for tomorrow, so be prepared for Yinzer.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, always. And of course, the Chicago Cubs, 57-60, 487 win percentage, 9.5 games back, 6 of the last 10. And the Cincinnati Reds, 56-59, 487, 9.5 games back, 6 of the last 10. Interesting.
That's the closest division out of all of them.
Not really, because the NL West is a lot closer, with the exception of the Rockies. But but it's more closer because Rob Manfred's favorite team, the Los Angeles Dodgers, 66-49, 574 win percentage, but they are skidding 4 of the last 10. And you have the San Diego Padres.
Be nice if San Diego could just knock them off. That'd be great.
Yes, that would be awesome. Like
San Diego, make sure that happens.
If San Diego and Arizona, if they become giant killers, I will laugh like a hyena. Yes. I will laugh because it's karma for famous responsible gambler Shohei Ohtani.
For sure.
But enough of that. San Diego Padres, 64-52, 552 win percentage, 2.5 games back, 8 of the last 10. Arizona Diamondbacks, 63-53, 543 win percentage, 3.5 games back, 8 of the last 10.
Mm-hmm.
You have the San Francisco Giants, 59-58, for win percentage, 8 games back, 7 of the last 10. You see what I mean? A lot more closer than you think. And of course, the Colorado
it is close, but when you look at the NL Central, Cincinnati and Chicago still have a a chance. There's 2 months left in the season.
Yes.
But
Yes.
when you look at Colorado, you're like, oh no, that's not happening.
Yeah. And of course, the Colorado Rockies fill out the bottom. 42 and 74, 362 win percentage, 24 and a half games back. 4 of the last 10. Not gonna lie. Like clockwork, the Colorado Rockies are the bottom feeders. They're always bottom feeding their division.
Just
right.
no words. Just absolutely no words.
Yep. And of course, finally, we're going to get to our games of the weekend. Brought to you by Fubo TV. Fubo TV is a streaming service that allows you to watch sports, movies, and TV all in one place. If there are some games that are locked out in your area, you could probably watch them on Fubo TV. And also, Fubo TV, Fubo TV is definitely a reliable and trusted streaming service. So if you're not subscribed to Fubo TV, why not give them a shot? Use our affiliate link in the podcast about or wherever you get your podcasts. You click on the link, use our affiliate, send the channel some love, and that's Fubo TV. So, games of the weekend. Since it's us three, Kat, what games are you gonna look forward to?
Absolutely Orioles, Tampa Bay. I feel like the Orioles bats have really woken up.
Yes.
So it's been fun to watch.
Yep.
Let's see. I have a certain service that apparently the Brewers are going to be on tonight.
Nice.
Oh,
so
Brewers and
I'm
Reds. Okay.
Brewers and Reds, and then oh gosh, where's the White Sox? Aren't they playing this weekend?
They should be. It's
White
Battle.
Sox and
It's the Battle. Yeah, Battle of Chicago. Okay, Tyler.
I'm definitely going Yankees and Rangers for sure.
Absolutely.
Let's see. I'm gonna go Guardians Twins.
Fucker! I was gonna pick those. Damn.
And the last one I'm gonna do is Reds and Brewers.
Already picked. Cat already called it.
I just did them.
Phillies, Diamondbacks.
There you
Fucker!
go. There you go.
All right. So I guess I gotta go something different. So I'm going to go with the Phillies and Diamondbacks.
He just did.
No, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't say Phillies Diamondbacks. Oh yeah, he did. He did say Phillies Diamondbacks. So I'm gonna go Mets Mariners. I'm gonna go Mets Mariners. I'm gonna go Royals Cardinals, and I'm going to end with Dodgers and Pirates. No, not Dodgers Pirates. I'm going with the Marlins and Padres because the Marlins are playing spoiler right now.
Yeah, they are.
Yep. All right, and of course that is it for our podcast.
All right.
Yep.
Special tonight, boys.
Yep. Pretty quick. Special thanks, of course, to Smackin' Sunflower Seeds, Fanatics, Bulletproof Coffee, Dr. Squatch, Fleece, W Energy, Century PC, Duke Cannon, and Fubo TV.
Woohoo!
All right. As I've said before, I am Cobra, and on behalf of Kat and Tyler, play ball.
Boom! Home run. All right. You guys have a good rest of your night.
You too.